Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to fix exactly that. Our goal over the next few minutes is to walk through 20 very common, everyday English words that people just constantly pronounce incorrectly. And of course, we'll show you exactly how to say them the right way. We really want to get you speaking more clearly and, honestly, most importantly, more confidently.
Okay, let's just dive right into the agenda. First, the disappearing syllables. Second, the silent letter trap. Third, tricky vowels and word stress. And finally, we will master the golden rule.
All right, section 1, the disappearing syllables.
You know, English spelling plays a really sneaky trick on us. It basically forces us to read syllables that shouldn't actually be spoken out loud. And it's so common to struggle with this, right? Because our brains are literally trained to read every single letter on the page. But in spoken English, sometimes entire letters or even whole sections of a word just vanish. And dropping these specific syllables doesn't mean you're speaking sloppily. It actually makes you sound so much more natural and fluent.
Take our first culprit here, chocolate. Now, if you read it exactly as it's spelled, you'd probably say chocolate. 3 clunky syllables, but native speakers completely drop that middle O. It transitions straight into a quick 2-syllable word, chocolate. Try saying it out loud with me right now. Chocolate. Much smoother, right?
We see the exact same thing happen here. It is incredibly tempting to say camera, but that middle E, it disappears entirely. It goes from a clunky 3-beat word to a sharp 2-beat word, camera. You really want to focus on that R sound at the end, camera.
Now, what's really fascinating is that the word interesting itself follows this exact same rule. Interesting is 4 heavy syllables. It's a total mouthful. But when we squish those middle letters together, it transforms into a really sleek 3-syllable word. Interesting. You completely skip that sound in the middle. Just interesting.
This brilliantly illustrates how widespread this pattern is. Let's walk through a few more everyday words that do the exact same thing. It is not family. It drops down to just family. It's not different. It compresses to different. And a word we use literally all the time. It's not restaurant. It is restaurant. See how dropping those middle letters just makes everything glide so much better.
Moving right along to section 2, the silent letter trap.
Okay, so if you are a logical person, you see an H at the front of this word and you naturally want to say hour. But English isn't logical. The H here is a total trick. It is completely silent. The correct pronunciation actually sounds exactly the same as the word O-U-R. It's just hour. This is usually a huge aha moment for a lot of learners.
Here's another incredibly sneaky one. The W in answer is just sitting there taking up space for literally no reason. Do not say answer. Just pretend the W doesn't even exist. It's answer. Go ahead. Try saying it out loud right now. Answer.
Now this one catches people out all the time. That harsh H sound in the middle of vehicle kind of forces your throat to stop and start again, but native speakers just drop that H entirely. The vowels glide right into each other. Vehicle. Just like that. Vehicle.
So the really crucial point here is that just like hour, this word operates on the exact same silent H rule. It is not honest. That H is completely silent. You just start right on the O, making it honest. Yes, I know, these spelling quirks are totally illogical, but once you start recognizing the pattern, it is completely masterable.
Let's jump into section 3, tricky vowels and word stress.
Here is where rhythm just changes everything. You look at this word and you want to say photograph, right? Giving equal heavy weight to each part. But the correct way is photograph. Notice that relaxed, almost lazy t sound right in the middle. Photograph. Honestly, that relaxed middle vowel is the real secret to sounding fluent.
This is an extremely common mistake. Because it ends in LE, people always want to say people with a hard, strong O sound at the end. Well, we need to soften that ending up. It is not pull, it's pull. People. You want to keep it incredibly soft right at the back of your mouth.
Okay, here is one of the most bizarre spellings in the entire English language. B-U-S-Y. It really looks like it should be boozy, but the U is actually pronounced like a short I. You just have to lock this one in your memory. It is busy. Just 2 quick, sharp sounds. Busy.
Let's hammer home exactly how tricky these vowels can be. First up, water. It is not water, it's water, and you're using a very soft T sound there that almost feels like a D. Next is women. Now this is a massive trap. The singular is woman, but the plural shifts the sound so the O actually sounds like an I. It becomes women. And finally, men. Don't draw it out into a long main sound. It's just a short, sharp men.
Let's conclude this tricky vowel section with 3 very common workplace words. First, it isn't career, it's a soft career. For our next word, the trap is entirely about word stress. It's not a flat internet. You really have to hit that first syllable hard, internet. And finally, button. You do not pronounce that heavy O, it's button. You actually do this subtle little stop right in the back of your throat, button.
And that brings us to section 4, master the golden rule.
If you have been struggling with the words we've covered today, I really want to reassure you it is not your fault. English spelling is just fundamentally misleading. It basically reflects how words were spoken hundreds of years ago, not how they're spoken today. So you have to shift your entire approach. You literally must stop trusting the spelling and start trusting your ears.
Our source material delivers this phenomenal tip, and it really is the ultimate secret. Don't try to read English exactly as it is written. Instead, listen carefully and copy the sound. I love to think about it like this. Treat English more like music. Don't read the sheet music literally. Just listen to how the band is actually playing the song and mimic that melody.